What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 AI only world battle with the Health and Plagues mod, plus loads of other modded civs thrown in there as well. Last video we saw a few wars break out, nothing too huge in terms of city exchanges, although Britain took Munich back. India and Arabia are still fighting in the southern Arabian Peninsula. Argentina had a bit of a coalition break out against them, which means we could well see Brazil v Argentina sooner rather than later, which I know everyone in the comment section wants to see. And Chile are one of the big people actually going after Argentina. It seems like they've maybe not going to be able to take Conception. In terms of the settlers that were out in the Pacific, the Spanish settler is heading up the west coast of North America. I'm not sure exactly where they're heading. Maybe they're heading for one of these northern islands. I don't really know. Maybe this island. I'm not exactly sure where Spain are going. This Aztec settlers definitely going for a bit of Micronesia though. Oh, Spain are back in Panama territory. Could we see the canal settled? It would be so awesome if they did it, especially this late in the game. It's 1834. Also, another big development, if you haven't seen the last video, big spoiler alert, Poland really getting hit by the Ebola that has started in Moscow, although Susa here is also now being hit with that Ebola. Spain have pieced out with the Shoshone. But yeah, Poland have got great war bombers, which puts them in a good spot. They could definitely invade Germany with a bit more confidence now. 4 planes could definitely do some damage. Obviously, Germany at war with Britain, but Britain don't seem to be interested in what remains of Germany. There's a bit of stuff going out here in East Asia, but mainly Vietnam have obliterated Seoul and not managed to take it. You know what? Because Vietnam have failed so much. Like I said, I don't like to pick sides, but if this Chinese pikeman makes it into Seoul, I'll be so happy for China. And also, we'll be looking at the info addicts next episode as we encroach up towards turn 300. We're on 288 right now. As is usual, this battle should go on to about turn 400. Then I'll do the results, and then I'll try to get to probably about 425 or 450 off camera and show you any changes that have happened, because it's always just so slow at that point. You know, I'd have to leave my computer on for about a day to get through about 50 turns. But yeah, and it's that sort of point where 2 turns make 1 video. It's kind of not the greatest. Something just happened. Now I'm gonna have to scour the mini-map. What happened? Something, I'm pretty sure a city changed hands, but I can't be sure. Cannot be sure. Spain haven't had their turn yet. Okay, the Iroquois going for another go. Maybe this time they have enough units to burn. But it doesn't look... I don't know, I missed something. I feel like I missed something. Assyria are attacking Memphis slowly. But that isn't what happened. Something... Seoul didn't fall, which would have been the obvious city to fall. China has got a caravel right here. How have they failed at this? I mean, it's ridiculous. It is just crazy. Crazy that no one's taken Seoul yet. It was at 23 population and now it's at 6. There's a Spanish settler. Okay, yeah, I did mention that a second ago. Sorry, my bad. What on earth changed hands? I don't know. But the Shoshone and the Huns piecing out. Maybe nothing didn't. Maybe something just happened and it looked like the notification popped up and I'd missed it. That's probably more likely to be what happened. If I was Britain right now, I would say their best option would be Spanish Iceland and Spanish Island, but at the same time, Spain have got a lot of units. Maybe that wouldn't be the wisest move. I think Britain could definitely try and get a team war with Spain against Rome. If that was the AI, that would be really smart from both sides. Spain and Britain together, both of them. Obviously, for Britain, it would be able to take Cumae, Leeds, maybe Birmingham. Probably not Antietam, that's a bit far, but if they could take Cumae and Leeds and Birmingham, and obviously Spain would be down here fighting for Neapolis, Antietam, Rome, even Rome in the Mediterranean, that would be really helpful. I mean, get Germany involved for all you want. I mean, Spain would have to orchestrate that, because Britain would probably not be able to get Germany on their side after attacking them. Or even Greece, you know, get Greece on your side. Yeah. Why not? Greece could definitely help. I mean, Greece actually have units in Italy. And Spain are going to settle southern Italy. I didn't even notice this. So, yeah, Spain v Rome is going to happen. It's whether Greece, Britain, someone like that gets involved as well to give the Spanish or Romans a hand. Okay, this Ebola plague is doing some real damage in eastern Poland. These cities have been devastated. Moscow's out in the clear, although Sus has still been hit. These cities may have had low population anyway, but it's already into Greece as well. Why are Congo doing this? I comment on it every video now, but there's no point. Congo are failing. Rome, I don't know where this is going, but they got open borders with Assyria. Assyria, I would like to see Assyria rise up pretty strong. I mean, Egypt are pretty weak now, so I'm not going to say that I wouldn't mind Egypt being taken out, at least losing Memphis to Assyria. But now I want Korea to survive, or China to steal Seoul away, which would be really funny, because Vietnam have just messed this game up. So I know people are rooting for Vietnam, but come on. Come on. You know, I'm gonna be on China's side, you know, the underdogs. Since all my picks have let me down. America started so well and died. Indonesia looked good and has sadly been conquered. Yeah, you know, I should not be rooting for Vietnam. They ruined Indonesia's day. Come on, China. I know everyone's gonna hate me now, probably in the comments. A lot of people still rooting for Vietnam. So I will keep it quiet. Are Chile going to do anything? If Chile took this city back, I think we'd definitely... The problem is Argentina and Brazil still have open borders. Brazil might... You never know. Brazil may be just waiting for all their trade routes to finish. They probably have some trade routes going to Argentina. So maybe they're just waiting for those to stop. Mongolia piecing out with Texas. Lots of peace deals. Of course, I do have to look very closely at the peace deals because we've seen so many cities been exchanging through peace deals. The Mayans are still alive. That is pretty surprising. I'm pretty sure Spain could settle here if they chose to, at least in the middle, because I'm sure with this mod you can settle cities 2 tiles apart. Maybe I turn that off. Maybe. I'm not sure. I wish I hadn't, if I have. It's like 4 tiles is the regular limit, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe not. Maybe it just sort of overlaps too much. Maybe the middle tile can't be settled. Not sure. Maybe, I don't know. Spain's maybe just being picky. Because 1, 2, yeah. So these tiles, there is 1 tile between these 2 cities. So it is definitely possible to be done. So yeah, Spain could settle there. And Spain have settled in southern Italy. That's all I'm going to say. Rome will not be happy. Actually, they have open borders. So maybe they are friendly. Because obviously Toledo here as well. Rome, I'm just going to check. Like I said, I don't want to check. Like I said last video, I don't want to check the info edits too much. Give too much away. I just want to check cities. Yep, Spain are in the lead. Spain, I think, are going to come through in the late game and be real surprises. Whether they'll overtake Rome and Poland as the European power is a different case. But, I mean, Rome aren't that strong. I think we really bigged up Rome. I mean, they have a lot of units out here in Thebes. Okay, Syria is going to take Memphis. So the Aztecs, Arabia. Are Arabia going to take Damascus back? Nope. Looks like India have now solidified their hold on Damascus. I'll say that, and in about 2 turns I'll probably lose it again. But yeah, it looks like Assyria are about to grab Memphis, which is pretty big. Pretty big. For Egypt, of course, it will be bad times, because they'll be down to Elephantine. 1 city, and we'll see the Songhai or Congo probably eventually take them out. The Brazilian settler has been recovered from Africa and is being escorted somewhere else. It's probably a wise move. The Congo have ironclads, but definitely no signs of planes from anyone else yet. Even though Texas and Vietnam are so far ahead, Texas actually have artillery now, which may be the turning point in the war for the Chinook. Because artillery is arguably just as good as Great War bombers, if not better. Yep, there we go. Assyria took Memphis. Good job, Assyria. I like an AI that can get a job done when it comes to taking a city out. And Assyria with a big chunk of northeastern Africa, sort of Egypt, Sudan, down into Ethiopia. Very, very big, wide, very fast stretching from all the way up here from the former Khazar capital all the way down to an Ethiopian city, an Egyptian city. So, Carthage... No, Carthage are dead. I was just going to say, because I'm pretty sure I saw something about Carthage, and I was like, what? Nope, they're dead. But I guess I just saw Carthage being the Roman city. Tojo, you started so well. What's going on here? I would not be surprised if Japan took Seoul in the end. I mean, they could just sneak in. Japan, this is your chance. Attack the Chinook now. Like, oh. Okay, there we go. Vietnam have taken Seoul. It took a while. It's down to 3 population. It was the worst attempt at taking a city ever. Like, Congo v Persia is embarrassing for Congo. This is... But they're committed, you know. They're staying committed. Like, you know, this is actually tough. Persia are defending themselves. But this was ridiculous, what we saw out here. The fact that they killed 20 of the population and still didn't take the city. Well, they have now, but there we go. Korea are still alive anyway, up here towards Siberia, I guess. What have they voted for? Embargo city-states. Oh, that's me. That's me proposing that one. And to ban Civ. I don't think any Civ has been embargoed yet. I'll check in a second. China v Germany. It's just Germany. Germany very brave to denounce Poland. That's pretty brave. Pretty brave. Plague has spread to Warsaw, which is not good for Poland. Probably going to be a quiet period for them, while this plague has been really bad for these 3 cities in the east, compared to Moscow, who didn't lose a single person. No one died. But in Poland, it's been much worse. Maybe their city health isn't as great, but then I presume that would be the cause of the plague breaking out in Russia. Yeah, Spain v Rome has got to happen, but it just depends on the alliances. It'll be so big, because obviously if Greece get involved, and then Britain and Spain get involved with Rome, might see Germany get involved, then Poland could get involved, then Russia could get involved, then Assyria could get involved, and it would be a huge European war. Absolutely gigantic. Please, let's just watch. Maybe if we stare at it, it will do its job. Just ignore everything else going on in the world. Ignore that semi-big war that just broke out. It isn't huge. It's fine. Come on, Spain. Come on. Please. Oh, no. Okay, Russia v Germany. Maybe that will inspire Poland to declare war on Germany. I'm not exactly sure. Here is Poland's turn. No war against Germany just yet. But yeah, Russia v Germany isn't massive, but unless they have open borders, which I doubt they don't. They could kill a few units up here, though. I don't know why these German units are here. Ideology, is it going to be autocracy again? Order from Argentina. That is very brave, and again, that could push them further. Not many people going order. That could push Argentina closer to a war. Although Argentina, they still have open borders, and they're still moving units through, so it's unlikely to happen just yet. So what do Vietnam do now? Seoul is theirs. They're actually still pushing for Korean units up north. You watch this. They spent about 30 turns attacking Seoul. They're probably going to walk straight through the mountains and take Kaesong, even though it's a very difficult city to take, in about 2 turns. That's probably what will happen. I mean, they shouldn't fight Beijing if that's how bad they were at attacking Seoul. I mean, there's less mountains, but still. Vietnam probably not in a position to go straight into another war just yet, despite adding most of the Korean peninsula to their empire. India are staying pretty quiet. The disease has spread all the way down here to Nimrud in East Arabia, all the way down to Athens as well. So obviously it's spreading quite fast compared to some of the other plagues we've seen in the game so far. So far, anyway. Where'd that Spanish settler go to? Where are you? Oh, okay, so they are going to go for the northernmost Hawaiian island. Oh, okay, there we go. So India's finally making some progress. Medina and Damascus, so Oman, Yemen, the United Arab Emirates sort of region, all now added to India, leaving Arabia with just Mecca, although they have got another settler up. And it looks like Rome. I'm not sure what Rome are doing. We'll tell. Obviously, I could check the democracy? What's it called? Diplomacy menu. But it would just take ages. I mean, we'll see what they're doing when it comes to it. I am keeping a close eye on what is going on down there. Congo still very, very quiet and slipping. It's definitely slipping. Because, I mean, they're not as good as Poland, as much as people tell me they are in the comments that Poland aren't as great as I'm saying. I think Poland are ahead of the Congo. There you go, starting in another debate. Good job, Berlin. Now hit with a plague. That's going to be very bad because it's very compact around here. Russia and the Shoshone piecing out for what I feel is like the 5th time in about 2 videos, but maybe they declared war again. The Iroquois are still failing. The Sioux, this would be your chance, Sioux. Go in and help out, but maybe you're friends now. After all of that, I mean, yeah, like with the Texas having artillery, they could definitely try and help if they wanted to and take it for themselves. Obviously, they wouldn't want to help and end up giving it away. Nope, Spain are heading back into the Atlantic. Not sure where. All of the Caribbean island land almost gone. Just one tile here. Texas and Spain probably both just sitting there willing their borders on to grow and grab that tile. San Antonio, Pamplona. Maybe we'll see something happen between those two. I mean, if Spain keep going the way they are, by the time we get to the late game, they could definitely be up to compete with Texas. Which seems crazy, but they could. I feel if they're still stay like this, maybe they need to expand a bit more, but attack Rome would definitely help them out. Who knows? I don't want to get anything wrong. How's this going? Okay, so Argentina are pushing into Santiago de Chile, but they're not going to have any success. Just don't have enough units. But there needs to be something that burns a few Argentinian units, I feel, and then Brazil may be inclined to join in. Brazil are definitely stronger now. I'm looking at the map. They have more units. Definitely. It's definitely Brazil now, as most people have been telling me in the comments. Japan, what are you doing? Come on, invade Chinook. Just give us something. No, not being mean to the Chinook, but it would be very cool to see. And there we go. Spain did just settle this city. The northernmost Hawaiian island. Did the Aztecs get what they wanted? Yeah, they did. I presume that's what they wanted. So is Mecca going to fall? It is not the holy city for Zoroastrianism. I was going to say it was, but it's not. That is Persepolis, which is holding on. I mean, surely the Congo are annoying all the Zoroastrianism nations, which is obviously Poland, Russia, up here into Eastern Europe. Not Greece, surprisingly. I don't know how. I guess Greece is being sort of in the middle of an Islam Zoroastrianism battle. See, Morocco's Islam religion pretty dominant across Spain, Britain, Rome, and yeah, so Arabia's going to fall. Mecca will die. Whether it Mecca will die, it's a city, it can't really die, but will fall. Whether it will be to Rome or India, we'll see. It's going to be a race. It'll be pretty random for Rome to take Mecca, nowhere near their borders. I mean, they've just sent a big army away, which will be very inviting to Spain, Greece, definitely. But yeah, Arabia probably going to die, sadly. Could be India, you never know. Oh, sorry. Oh, that was a big yawn. I apologise for that one. Assyria, you never know. It could be them. They could sneak in. Come on, Greece. Do something. Stop being so passive in this game. Because Poland are at their weakest point, I'd say, right now. They don't have too many units. They have a few here north of the Black Sea. Have a lot in the Baltic Sea. I mean, Greece would be pretty safe to go and do something else. I'm not saying invade Poland, if that's what that sounded like. But go do something else, and you should be pretty safe. Lots more denouncements from the Chinook. Texas still failing. Just a slow period at the moment of watching people struggle. I mean, Spain are very confused of where to settle. It is quite a shame. Spain are just being really mean. They're just teasing us about that canal that we all want to see. I mean, the Suez Canal is also still possible if Assyria was smart enough. I mean, Assyria don't need to be in the... They have no reason to be in the Red Sea at the moment anyway. But you never know. Maybe one day. Australia, you're going to surprise us with a war. Australia v Chile. Backstab them. Nope. There's a long Chinook cut trading route all the way to Melbourne. But, you know, they can do what they want. Australia are pretty strong. These guys could definitely... I mean, the problem with Australia is they just tend to be very passive because they are on their own for so long. I mean, they've got such a big army, they don't need... If I was, like I said, if I was playing Australia, I'd get rid of this army and just go out with privateers and stuff. Just build a navy. That's what I'm trying to say. Very, very poorly. Just Just sort of waiting. Just gonna watch. Just gonna see if the Songhai do anything. Just gonna put my last hopes on the Songhai to give us something interesting. A disease has spread. Ebola has spread to Thebes and North Africa in general. The Roman city up there, just having it. Oh my. Songhai, come on, do us a favour. Just invade the Congo. I know you'll probably end up losing in the end, but it would be worth it trying to trigger the Congo into action. Because, I mean, I'm surprised with how passive the big civs are being at the moment. I mean, okay, the Chinook and Iroquois are... Texas and Iroquois are trying their hardest and failing. Just more due to geographic reasons. But I think it is on... Can I check? Hang on. Details. It is on domination only. So those AIs, although they probably must under... It is obviously impossible, I would say, for a domination victory. Completely impossible for that to happen. I would say it would never happen. But, well, it would eventually be, you know, it'd be like turn 3000, probably. But yeah, it's kind of weird that, they're being so peaceful. Poland, Vietnam. Vietnam not so much. Obviously, we did just see them mess up. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? Congo in particular. I mean, again, Congo aren't being that peaceful. They are, in fact, oh my goodness, Ebola is spreading everywhere. This is crazy. And yeah, Mecca is starting the siege. Rome in a tough spot still. Crossing over the Red Sea isn't the AI's speciality. Naval invasions. But if an Indian cannon gets here, starts laying down some big damage, there is so much plague. I think capitals are just more susceptible to it, because like, all these other Polish cities have been devastated quite badly compared to Warsaw. So maybe that's what it is. It's all the way out now towards Leeds. Korea and China piecing out. And Korea held on to these cities. They do have another settler. They could definitely settle out here, go east if they wanted to. Vietnam, I'm pretty sure Vietnam v India is going to be the big war. Like every big civ's got the big war that they should really, if they will, they've got to be brave to go through with it. But if they win, they would come out on top as the #1 civ, I feel. So Texas and Iroquois, it's each other. I mean, Texas, obviously, for the Iroquois, it's more important because they've got less space to expand. Although it looks like they may finally get the job done here. For Texas, they've still got the Aztecs and Chinook. And then from that point on, all of South America opens up. For Congo, it is... I mean, again, Congo, lots of opportunities to expand. But the Songhai will be the big barrier to them getting any stronger, I feel. Even though the Songhai aren't that strong, they are the biggest barrier. Assyria here as well. Won't count them out. And then obviously if they were to take all of Africa, which is very unlikely from what we've seen. But again, Rome, Greece, Spain are here. Very tough. Spain did just settle this island. Those of you interested. Sure you're all interested. It's not the greatest, but you know, it's another place to build boats. And another place for city defense if a war in the Mediterranean was to break out. For Vietnam, that war is probably India. The one that would give them the win. Obviously they, again, like some of the others, have a lot of room to expand in any direction they want. But yeah, Vietnam, they've got India to the west of Hanoi. In particular, Delhi is probably a city they really, really want. That is a surprising war. They obviously heard me. Maybe this will just be for Eastern Cuba with these frigates. But let's see. Maybe because Spain will probably reinforce too. May see our first big sort of war where navies only. I mean, it's the first cross-continental war where stuff's going to be important. I guess I say that. There's Europe, Africa, North and South America have got involved with each other. But this is probably the first big intercontinental war that we will see between Spain and Texas. Texas just pieced out with Chile. Did they take anything in the peace deal? I mean, Texas probably have some good leverage to do that if they wanted to. Let's go through with one more turn and see how this is. It's probably going to be the fight for Eastern Cuba. I can see this Texan Gulf of Mexico Navy coming out to meet the Spanish Navy just off Seville. And they are pretty equal. Main Spanish Navy is actually in the Mediterranean. It's a bit up here towards the Bay of Biscay as well. Gandhi's entered the modern era. Yeah, but as I was saying previously, Vietnam obviously eyeing up India to the west of Hanoi. And then there's obviously this southern city in the Korean Peninsula. And Mumbai here. 12 population. I think Vietnam, are they fighting Mongolia? There we go. So, Spain have to deal with Texas, which is not great. But probably not going to be the end of the world. I don't think Texas is going to commit too heavily. At the moment, anyway. But this is what we've been waiting for. But Rome, what are you doing? Rome, your units are dead. They've all died pretty much. Oh, the Huns of Syria. Wow. Things, just 2 massive wars just broke out for us. Jeez. Well, 3 massive wars, but I don't think Texas, Spain will be so massive. It's massive politically, but it's not massive in terms of the results. But Atil will fall. That's the only city that's going to go to the Huns. Like I said previously, mountains have just prevented Assyria defending it. Big open chunk of land the Huns are going to take. Oh, I was speaking about intercontinental wars. Morocco v Spain. That's probably not going to matter, but Morocco v the Mayans. My bad, sorry. But Spain are sending a few boats to reinforce eastern Cuba. That is probably an important they keep this city. The rest are pretty safe. In the Spanish Empire. But Spain could win this. I mean, they're going to lose this city here in southern Italy. That's going to happen. But look at these boats. Spain, bear in mind, haven't had a go to retaliate yet, I feel. Actually, they have. Yeah, they have. Neapolis, though, here is completely undefended. Rome is undefended. I think Rome are going to have success early. Just briefly, they're going to take Asturias. I think that's how you pronounce this city here. They're going to take that. But I think Spain could really come out on top here and emerge as very strong. And obviously now, Britain, what are you thinking, Britain? That's what I want to know. Are Britain going to get involved up here in sort of Belgium, Netherlands, Denmark, what is Western Germany, and more northern France? Will Poland and Greece get involved? Because Greece will be watching this. They've seen Assyria lose a lot of units. The World's Fair has been completed by the Congo, just beating Vietnam, and Argentina actually came third. Make a proposal. Oh, dang it. Unembargo city-states. The Huns are actually embargoed. I didn't realise that. But there, I said I was going to check. They are the only civ to be embargoed. Lots going on. This is going to be probably the most exciting time we have. But thanks so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.